Testing, testing, 1, 2. We are here live. Testing, 1, 2. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere with that. Now we can hear, talk, get all that we need going. Said, all right, and I can kind of still see myself. All right, guys, welcome back. It is another beautiful opportunity to learn some code. Let me see if I can get my little green screen nice and right. And I'm working on my little setup. Oh, hello. Hello, Moto. Check me out there. I want to see what everything looks like. So we're going to drop that down. We're going to see what that screen looks like. Now, the last piece I need to do, what can I do with the green screen? I want this. I got the green screen going. I need to put something in it. The monochrome. Y'all hold on a second. We're going to finish working on this Busy Bee Tech Camp webpage. This is going to be a lot of fun. Of course, you know, all you need to do is have your notepad. And if you want to, you can even cheat code real quick. Just go right over here to developer, open it up. Here's all the little bit of code. Not even a lot. I think on your keyboard you can click and scroll the control button, make it a little bit larger. And we can take a look at what's going on over here. And I like all of this, and we'll get into all these little fun parts and pieces of a web browser, because most of the time people, they're not talking about the web browser and how the browser has all the browsing abilities. It makes no sense. But work with me here. It's a lot of fun, the web browser, once you learn all the cool things that can happen. Today is not about being perfect HTML programmers, just about finding out a little bit about what is involved with HTML. And as you can see here, we have some very simple text title, and we have a list, and we have a link, and we will be adding a little bit more. If you have a chance, you do want to go to GitHub, slide on over to GitHub, open you a free GitHub account. This is going to be the Busy Bee project you will find over at Digital. So I guess it's probably going to be important that I'll put that link somewhere on the project page. And that project page is live hosted. So it'll be there. You can save the link and use it, come back, and we will be just simply adding to this. And this is just our live project. Okay, so if we were to click here, we see we have a few more things that we want to do, like build mobile responsive homepage for the tech camp, create a registry system so students can make an account, and down here we might even say add some cool with a K graphics. Because we can do whatever we want to make this project the most fun it can be. We're gonna do that. All right. Let's go add an item to the to-do list. I thought I did that. Add graphics, and then I just hit the plus button. Anything in progress? Nope. All right. Now the one thing we do want to do over here also, slide over to the his house. And let's just take a look at what the GitHub dashboard looks like and what information you might find when you visit there for the first time. I'm gonna go ahead and blow mine up, so if you are looking at the screen kind of leaning back, you don't have to rush up toward the screen. I'll just kind of show it to you. So a lot of cool little challenges on here. 30 seconds of code will not be participating in Hacktoberfest. If I don't know anything about Hacktoberfest, what about you? See these high-ranking officials. Passionate web developer, JavaScript engineer, creator of at 30 seconds. I like it, I like it. Ooh, look at that. Man, this guy's, he's on there. So this, I guess this is what it looks like when you're really on GitHub and you're active and you are involved in repositories and participating in events. So this is what we want to do. We want to have some good projects and, you know, show our work. So go ahead and get you a GitHub account, like I got me one. And maybe one day all of that fancy stuff will be at the bottom of mine too. Okay. But today we are going to work with, let's go here. Let's create a new repository. And we're going to call it, I don't know why I have to do this, but I just feel it in my heart. Busy Bee Tech Camp is going to be our new one. And this is our HTML, what do we say, our web development online free tutoring for the public. Add a README. We will do this in just a moment. Ooh. All right, so we're going to put all of our project files here, include the revision history. Already have a project repository elsewhere. Import, no. Okay, required fields, la la la. It's for the public, web development, online free tutoring. Add a get ignored. This is where you can write a long description of your project. Okay. Where? Right here. Okay. Connect your code with Slack. I got a Slack. You guys want to use some Slack? Some of that right there we will see in the future if we need to. Let's go ahead and bop that repository and get this thing going. So we have that, and we have some code. So let me show you how this works. Open with GitHub on the desktop. I'm gonna copy this, right? So just copy that myself. Not gonna use Notepad today. I'm gonna slide over to Visual Studio, and this is where I'm gonna connect to my GitHub account. I'll use the little link that they gave me, and then I'll be able to just update the file using the VS Code, which is probably the easiest and the best way to do it, period. It's the easiest and the best way to do it. And I got to figure out how to get my green screen, some action on my green screen. But as you can see, my VS Code is loading up. Okay. I got a little glare on my light, so I got to work with it here. But I'm going to go. It's been a second. Source code. Open the folder. A clone a repository. I think I want to clone a repository. See, I got that URL. There you go. Let's pop that baby in there. Right. So I got the Busy Bee Tech Camp. Now it's asking me to put that get info somewhere. Right, I got a repository destination folder right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and add a new folder, which is Busy Bee Tech Camp, and it is going to save that file right here for me. Select a repository destination. I got it. Cloning the Busy Bee Tech Camp. Notice over here in the corner. Would you like to open the clone repository? Go ahead and open that baby. Do you want to save the changes you made to the index? Yeah. Let's go ahead and save it. We'll give that a second. Man, this was more fun than I thought it was going to be, and a lot faster. Actually, not even going fast at all. All right, so listen, we can either open a file or folder, and we already have one, say, with the Busy Bee Tech Camp HTML file, the index HTML.html file. Or we can create a new one from scratch and then kind of search out some of the code that we want to use to build a page, right? So far, I've kind of done quite a bit real fast. You have seen me develop a single page to be shown on the web browser in Notepad, save the file, open it in GitHub, clone it, and then share that URL with my VS Code and open it up here. And I'm just getting started. So let's keep rolling, because this is really the best part of it. So let's just go. We're going to open a file. We take one on the desktop we've been working with. And why not? Makes life easy, right? So I think it was at the bottom down here somewhere. I got a ton of, I need to really clean off my computer. I really do. It's really old. All right. Is this the one? Let's see. I had two index at the bottom. Put your name here. My test web page. There you go. Well, that ain't that one. It's this one. That's the index.html. So we're going to go ahead and open that. It says, do you want to allow untrusted files in this work? I trust it. It's my file. Yeah. Remember this decision. I don't know about for all of them. And look at there. Now, when I make an update here on my VS Code, obviously I'm going to save this repository. It's going to save a version of it and stamp it over there in my GitHub. But now you and I can access the same file. So I'll be sure to leave this short amount of code in HTML over at the Busy Bee Tech Camp link that you will be able to find on the webpage. Okay, let's keep rolling here because this is actually working out much better than I thought. Except for my lighting is a little whack. I gotta keep it going. Oh, Disco Fusion. There we go. All right, so what can we do here? Creating, designing, building is about ideas and imagination, and we just have a simple page and we have a list item, but you know, we at a point in time we're probably going to want to show more and say more, so we need to start talking about some of the subjects and the topics around web design. Now, the good thing we have is what I call magical destination or the Microsoft Development Network Web Docs. This is our go-to for information when we're just starting out. Okay, this is our go-to. We want to use this to start out with. This is very, very important. And the other thing you want to do, and I just started again, is W3 Schools, so you can track your progress. Both of them you will be able to track your progress, but I like this one. It kind of gives you points. It lets you know if you're doing a good job. You can create a profile, continue to learn. You can learn in pretty much any direction, right? So W3 Schools will be a very important tool for you to track your progress. And for yourself, you want to go ahead and open up these accounts. So we got w3schools.com. You can see it up here, which is your learning. And they as well have all the code reference that we will be using and how to front end development. Most of the time, this is going to be reference. And what I like is sort of like, as you use the tool, you learn how to use the tool. So my thing is best way to do it is just jump in and use the tool. So for example, in this instance, it can help us identify the information we need to know about, and it's free. Right now it is anyway. You know how things change. You know how stuff changes. So you definitely want to get on top of that. And right here, you can actually fart around with some of the code. So I'm going to go ahead and take my screen, blow it up a bit. Right here, so I can actually just take the heading and make it my third. Heading. And you can play in a very safe environment and learn how to really tool the code, or learn why the code works where it works and why it wouldn't work in other places. So this is a very important part of the understanding of how to use the code, okay? And obviously the more you use your keyboard, the more you use your mouse, the less you use your hands, the more you use your brain. I don't know if that worked out well, but you get the total point I'm meaning. All right. This I really like because it kind of takes you through every point of view that you when it comes to getting ready to do the basics in HTML. W3 Schools really makes it easy for you to follow along. The Microsoft Development Network is for developers, so it's not as user-friendly because it's not really for starters, even though beginners can use it. So you definitely want to go here and take a look at how they lay out their documents, because just having both of them at your fingertips makes you just more ready to get it done. You know what I mean? So let's just slide through and take a look at their HTML, right? So we're going to hit here, boom. What I put on there, even on the BusyBee site, is the first 26, right? So it says, HTML first 26 codes. Please take your time. Join the hive. I'm going to rewrite that because this is the code. Not that. Not that. These are the 26 I'm referring to. Once you get these down, oh my goodness, you pretty much got the bulk of just building a web page down. And that's really important. You will learn how to use more of the tools of HTML in your walk, but you do want to get the good juicy tidbits first. So let's just slide up in here and take a look at these. HTML markup to annotate text, images, and other content for display in a web browser. Oops, let's start over again. HTML uses markup to annotate text, images, and other content for display in a web browser. HTML markup includes special elements such as the head, the title, the body, the header, the footer, article, section. I already see a page, the paragraph, the div tag, the span, image, the A side, audio, canvas, data list, details, embed, nav, search, output, progress, video, unordered list, ordered list, and a list item. So you can see right here already that if you have these 26, just to begin with, let me double count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Maybe I'm missing one. Did I miss one? These 25. You pretty much can build a really, really good web page. So what we'll do today is we'll kind of rearrange some of our code in our VS Code, and we'll add a little bit more of this to see if we can get some more structure. Okay? These are very, very, very good tools to begin with. I mean, we pretty much see where they go because, for example, let's say we got title. All right. Let's slide over here real quick. We have our title tag, so we're looking pretty good right there. We have some linking. All right, for a style sheet, we have some linking there. Ooh, got a little questionable text here. We'll figure this part out in just a second. Oh, I got a list item. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not complete. There we go. So let's use this one real quick. This is a great way to do it, and probably one of the best ways to learn is to have a situation. I want to use a link. See how we have it? Let's go back to the VS. So I'm linking a rel sheet, a relative link, style sheet, href, and what's not looking good is what? href. We got the URL. Now these are links that are linking outside external links. So we're going to use this wonderful website to make sure we can find that information together. That's linking to CSS. Oh, let's go there. Well, there you go. HTML link, a rel attribute. See, just try it yourself. Hello world, I'm formatted with the link style sheet. There you go. So we have link, rel, style sheet, href. So what's going wrong here? Let's take another look. I have no idea. Oh, besides that. Link, rel, href, style.css. Link, rel. That might have something to do with it. And all right. Paying attention is really, really important, but this is the name of the game. So let's go down here to the body text. And we're just going to take another look over here. Now, I like the MDN real quick. So I want to use some of these, right? Because these look really cool. So, where can we go to just find out how to quickly build a page? We want to save a little time, want to get right into it, right? All right, so front-end developer, subjects, prerequisites. Got to be a big boy willing to play, installing software. Introduction, going to have about 15-20 hours. Multimedia embedding, HTML tables. Right, we got some CSS first steps. So we have a great resource right here to learn everything that we need to know about HTML, the building block of the web, and how to style it and make it look good. And plus we're going to add a little bit of that interactivity, and that says about 30 to 40 hours. Okay, so as I said before, and I know I kind of switched gears here because it kind of happened between the MDN and W3 schools. You really cannot go wrong on figuring how to learn HTML. You just can't. And with the free tools like the VS Code, which you can download from Microsoft, and the free GitHub account where you can show your projects, it's pretty much self-explanatory. All you gotta do is take the time to learn how to put the elements together, or the tags together, that make elements, and then the attributes that make the elements much more robust. Okay, so keep that in mind. We are doing good so far, so good. You know what, I still don't have any action on my green screen. I should have what should be on my green screen? We'll have to figure that out. Okay, so let's jump back over here real quick. We're gonna go here, and we got some quick code we want to use up here. So I'm going to slide all the way back up here to HTML, blah, 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 blah. Introduction, prereq, guide. You're going to take time to read all those. I've already done it. Creating hyperlinks, HTML text fundamentals, what's in the head metadata, HTML, the title. Do we have a title? Links to CSS. Do we have those? Absolutely. Okay, let's just take a quick peek in the head. So ahead I got title, I got, let's see, a link to CSS. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna save this one. Right. Of course, we can look at it any time, but now we want to add a little bit more of some pizzazz to this. So, what I am thinking is maybe more like a blog page where you have an A side and some other key stuff. Oh, but gonna have to run because I got food in the oven and we have got to eat. So let me do that. When I come back, we are going to go right in, double check and make sure you got your VS Code set up, make sure you got your GitHub set up, and you have access to the MDN, as well as you are using the W3 Schools services to keep track for free. So much fun, so easy to do. All right. This is the project we are working on. It is here. You can add code, make it more fun. This is what we will be doing, and improving the links and adding a bunch of other cool things to this. So you will be building the Busy Bee Tech Camp for students. As a student, you'll build it yourself for the students. All right, we'll close that out. And I don't know, I gotta get this on some, gotta get this sucker, the green screen going. I got to get the green screen going. Peace.